Hey guys, how's it going? Brad here, and we're continuing with Battle for Azeroth, Rise of Azshara, and I'm on my Horde Hunter. And as you can see on the screen, I finally unlocked flying. My lead character, my Warlock, I finally got revered in both the Mechagon faction and the Nazjatar faction. And now I can fly, so I can get around a lot faster. So let's get started and jump right into it. We've got a bit of story to do. There's a quest I have to cash in right here. But we've also got all these world quests, and because I can fly, I can get around a lot faster. So we should be able to get more done. So let's get started.
The beauty of Eversong endures.
There's no telling what awaits us within this land. We cannot press forward without first knowing exactly what we're up against. Although our new allies have suffered greatly at the hands of the Naga, their hardships will not be in vain. The Kelfin should have invaluable knowledge of Azshara's forces. With their help, we might be able to learn more about our enemies, how our enemies operate. Speak with Neri and see what insight she can provide.
If we are to push further into Azshara's realm and obtain the Tidestone, we will need to know the lay of the land.
Is that it? Not going to talk anymore? Okay. So Neri's right here. I'm going to grab my companion. I'm going to keep using the same guy I've been using. I've been doing world quests off camera and avoiding the story quests. So I got my companion up to level 6 so far. You want some insight into the Naga? I can tell you what I know, but the Kelfin who are still being held captive can give you a first-hand account. Okay, so she's got 2 quests, deteriorating knowledge and the price is death. Is depth? The Kelfin are no strangers to Azshara's cruelty. She commands creatures of darkness that entrap my kind and warp their minds. They eat away at their memories until nothing's left but an empty husk. If you can get to them soon, perhaps they'll still be in a state worth saving. Oh, the price is death. I thought it said the price is depth, which would make sense because we're in the ocean, but it's not. We've long believed that the ocean is big enough for all that wish to call it home. Unfortunately, the Naga don't see it that way. They kill and capture our kind without remorse, and it's about time they pay the price.
I talked to an encounter once. They've lost so many of their friends. It's sad to think about.
Okay, let's grab a bunch more. There's a bounty here, a requisition. So these are the ones that are dailies that you just have over and over and over again. And they're small. Some of them are like collect 3 of this, collect 5 of that. The collect 5 ones are usually painful because when so many players are here doing it, it's almost impossible to do. So as you can see, if you're looking on desktop, you might be able to see it on mobile. My map is full of stuff, but I'm gonna stick to the story stuff because I've got plenty of time to do. Like I'll pick up the blue asterisks or the blue exclamation marks, but I'll stick to the stories. Like since I'm flying around, I'll just grab these, but this one's easy, so I'll do this one. It's really quick. Because I can fly, it's much faster to do this. I just have to collect 7 eggs. So I'm on top of, I believe this is coral. I'm on top of these coral canopies. They're kind of like trees here, but they're huge. Okay, there's another one down here.
Welcome, land.
Okay, this one is collect 10 fathom flesh. I won't bother with that. Let's keep going with...
To gather more food. This is great.
Oh, let's cash this in. I won't fly too high too, so you get a bit of a scenic view of this place. I know it well enough now that I can get around pretty quick without using the minimap. So we're gonna head over here, and this is where we have to rescue 3 of the aquatic goblins, I like to call them, and we have to kill 10 Naga. Basically, almost half this zone is Naga, really, which makes perfect sense. Okay. So I think I'm not able to fly in here. I'm going to lose my flight the moment I go in, so I'm going to stay low. Okay, that guy was a quest NPC, but he's a quest NPC for the Alliance side.
Don't worry, Asma. You're safe now.
So some of these quests do overlap. They're just slightly different. And if you're not familiar with it, that fish person that I just rescued from the Alliance side, those were the same fish people that I believe were introduced in Mists of Pandaria. They were allies to the Alliance in that. It was like one of the very first town villages you went to in the game. I can feel my legs again.
Right?
All right. Ah, crap. How did I aggro that seashell? That snail? What the hell? Might as well just go after these guys. I do have to kill 10 Naga, and these little mind flayer sucking guys flying around, they count as well. Okay, this is the third goblin guy.
My head doesn't feel right. I need some air.
Get somewhere safe, Ben.
Alright, one more. Oh, come on, I just need one more. Alright, should be good. Got 10 Naga, okay.
I'm glad you found us. I didn't have a chance to thank you for saving our hides back there.
If they're dead, they can't hurt me anymore. If I keep telling myself that, soon enough I'll believe it, right? Sounds like he's got PTSD.
Oh, hey there.
I thought I'd die in that cave. Sometimes I wished it. Thank you for getting me out of there. It feels good to be me again. I have you to thank for that. My head still hurts from the Zatroid's influence, but I think the others are worse off. Put some of this salve on their wounds, and I'll do my best to tell you what I know about the Naga.
Azshara has minions across all of Nazjatar. The Azari summoners can force the tides to do their evil bidding. Some of the Naga have learned to harness the void. They call themselves the Shirakas. But the Zanjir are the ones who should worry you the most. They're hiding something powerful within their military strongholds.
Could it be the Tidestone, or is it something else? Because they haven't even hinted at that. I think it's the Tidestone.
Speak softly, please.
Alright, what do I need here? Belt. I've got the belt. Bracers and cloak. I've got the cloak. And I've got the bracers. So I could basically do anything here. And the belt I don't want to change because it's got stats I could use. The back or the bracers? Let's just do the back. What I've been doing here is, even if I don't get the right stats on a piece of gear, what I'm basically doing is I'm putting it aside and then I'm giving it to one of my other 120 characters, just so they have something as well, so I can gear them up really quick. So yeah, I'm just doing that instead of getting the best gear for my guy, because once I start doing this, when you watch this video, I'll be posting this on a Monday, and on the Tuesday is when I believe the next raid for Azshara comes live for LFR, and that will be a little different because it's probably going to be me spending hours trying to record it because it's going to be so many groups trying to do it, and they're not going to know what they're doing. So it's going to happen. In LFR, it always does. Okay, entering the stronghold will be a death wish. The Zangiers slaughter outsiders on sight. The only way to get in without being killed is to appear to be under the effects of a Zoutroid. Even then, the mind shackled are put to work. You must obey all commands, or they will know your mind is still your own. Once the Zangier believe you are mind shackled, it should be easier to navigate their domain and uncover their secret.
I'll get a message to our allies. They should know the risk you're about to take.
I just hope we can get used to the smell.
Okay, so technically I could fly around, but I'm gonna run this. Oh, there's a huge boss up. That's the Summons of the Depths. That boss keeps popping up. Maybe I'll use this as a screenshot just because it looks so weird. Okay, so...
Why aren't you working? Get over here!
Okay, so he's ordered me to get over there, so I have to go over here.
What is it?
What use are you to us if you're not working? So he's got two quests, sating snapdragons and working with purpose. It's time for the snapdragons to feed, but it's a job best left for someone a little more expendable. Beasts will eat anything, including your arm, if you don't move it away quickly enough. Luckily for you, they've developed a taste for Chitterspine Row. And the other quest, it seems the Shirakas, yes, okay, got it. It seems the Shirakas are never satisfied with the number of pearls we source for them. They're always demanding more. Before we came along, it was my job to crawl around the cavern cracking open clams. So you see, you have some purpose, other than being a mindless sack of flesh.
Why are you still standing there?
Okay, so here are these guys, but I don't have... Okay, so this is part of a world quest. I have to grab just one of each of a different set of items. Uh-oh. What happened there? Okay, so I'm neutral to all the Naga while I have this thing on my head. However, the little kind of like dog creatures they have here, they're not fooled. Okay, so I technically have to slay them, and then I have to also feed them. So I've got a world quest to kill them and a world quest to feed them, or a main quest to feed them. Okay, so I have to go to the Chitter. It's down here. Okay, so this is where the pearls are. And these little guys will give me the meat I need to feed the snapdragons. These pearls don't necessarily give you pearls, or these clams don't necessarily give you pearls. Sometimes when you open them, an enemy will be trapped inside. Been pretty lucky so far, though. So I need to feed 8 snapdragons, so I have 3 so far. I'm gonna keep my little inventory open so I can keep track of when I have 8. These guys are vicious. I've recently been bringing my mage in here, and these guys killed my mage 3 times in this area just from swarming my mage. I couldn't stop all the damage. Got away once by doing invisibility, but then they got me the second time and the third time. I think the 4th time as well. Okay, so I've got 6. I need 2 more pearls. And I've got 6 feeders. Aha. Okay, that one had a little baby enemy in it. Okay, so I've got enough. I've got more than enough now. I've got 10, and I only needed 8. Will I be lucky? Can I get the last one in here? Yes. Oh, there's a boss down there. I'm not going down there. I went in there just before recording this with my mage, and I got destroyed. Alright, we need to go back this way. There we go. Alright, I've got to be careful because the little dog guys, they can detect my disguise. Somebody's killing them. Okay, this is going to be tricky because the world quest is happening here too. And people are killing these guys. There we go. I could still attack them, but it would make me, it would make me visible to what I really am. I'll just avoid it for now. Ah, somebody's killing them all. It'd make it hard to feed them. There we go. Or... oh, there's another guy down there. Oh, there's a bunch down here. Okay, let's try to get these done quick. Okay, now I need just need one more. Aha, there it is right there. Uh-oh. Maybe they changed these guys. Oh yeah, so once I feed them, they become neutral. They become more passive towards me. There, done. Okay, so I won't worry about the world quest right now. Let's go back. Let's go back and check in with our Naga Overlord boss.
You managed to keep your limbs.
Okay. For a squid head, you sure are making my life easier. I guess you get to live long enough to complete another task. Our new weapons are forged from some foreign material that I don't quite trust. You won't catch me sharpening any blades, but the work still needs to get done. Get to it.
Back to work.
Alright, I've got to be careful now. I can fly over these guys to make my life easier. Because now those little dogs will definitely detect me. Alright, this is where it gets fun. There we go. The weapons in the rack radiate with a familiar energy. It's Azerite, of course. Upon closer inspection, it becomes clear that the blades have been forged from Azerite. Weapons of this power should never be in the hands of the Naga. Steal the Azerite weaponry and fight your way out of Nazgir Terrace. So I'm basically invulnerable while wielding this thing.
Drop that weapon.
I refuse. Basically, I picked up a spear, but it lets me use my bow. And I'm like, I'm totally overpowered. Uh-oh. That's an elite guy. I can fight him, actually. So I don't have to use my special skills, I just have to attack. I'm one-shotting guys. Well, not always, but...
For the Queen!
We've got this!
I basically do have to fight them regardless, like, because I have the weapon. But it's much easier that I have the weapon. Oh, one thing you're not seeing here, I did leave these guys to wander a bit. I noticed, I believe it was these guys, they run to the rack to try to pick up a weapon. But they only did it in a cave as far as I could tell. It was another quest I was doing, but the weapon racks were all around me. And they actually ran and picked up a weapon from the weapon rack. So I guess it doesn't happen here. Alright. Oh, to be this overpowered. I guess when my item level gets significantly higher, I will be this overpowered. It still won't be almost one-shot attacks. Alright. Am I done here? No, I need snapdragons. I think they're part of it now. I have to actually kill 15 of them. I don't think that's a world quest. Oh no, it's a bounty. Okay, so I don't have to worry about it. Let's fly away. I don't want these videos to run super long. Now that I got most of the major story arcs out of the way, and there's bound to be more story too, so...
Champion, Fen informed me of your incursion into the Naga camp. What have you found? We have made many sacrifices.
I found this weapon. You cannot expect to succeed in any battle where our enemies are using Azerite weaponry. We must find a way to even the playing field.
It's safe to assume that the Naga are maintaining an arsenal of these weapons. If we can determine where they are being stored, we can seize them for ourselves and arm our allies. Oculith has devised a method to detect trace amounts of Azerite. Provide him with whatever he needs to do so.
What is our destination?
Okay, the Azerite refinement process creates a byproduct that is invisible to the naked eye, but it is easily seen with refracted bioluminescent light. The seafloor is littered with creatures that produce just what we need to track down this weapon's cache. Collect 8 bioluminescent ooze from luminescent sea slugs within Bloodfin Village. And the other one is locating the weapon's cache shouldn't be a problem once we have the proper tools. A little light and a lot of bioluminescent fluid is all we need. It all seems rather simple, doesn't it? But the key is the deep sea crystal used to refract the light. I am told that the Bloodfin tribe covets the crystal, so it shouldn't be too much trouble to get your hands on one. Alright, and I know exactly where that crystal is. Okay, so the Bloodfin are murlocs, and they're a total pain to try to fly through them. So luckily, now that I can fly over them and go straight to the murloc that has the crystal. So this whole thing down here is the Bloodfin village. And they are all over this place. Oh, wrong cave. Let's fly just to be sure. Looks like players might have just recently come through here and killed a whole bunch of them. So this guy definitely has it. There we go. I got the crystal. And I get the ooze from these slugs. Problem is... let's go down to the west side of this place. There's more slugs down here and less... so I basically have to squeeze them, to squeeze all the ooze out of them. It's gross. Yeah, so there's more slugs down here and fewer enemies. That's part of one of my world quests. So we do have to do quests where we have to kill a bunch of murlocs, and people always stick around this area so they don't go too deep into the murloc den. And because they do that, you could typically run through here and do this quest or other quests and rarely get attacked by too many guys. Alright. We've got all that. Let's go back.
Why, hello.
There you go, Ocolith. I fashioned a device that will emit bioluminescent light when toggled on, allowing you to see any Azerite residue that lingers. It should give you a clear trail to the weapons cache. Good luck.
I will lead our allies back to
or
safety.
it will break you.
Be careful. The Naga will not part with their armaments easily.
Okay, so technically while doing this, the first time I did this, I had to run following this path, but now I can fly. But I will stay low because you'll see this path is just littered with, this is like a Naga den you have to go through. And you come all the way through it, like down through here, all the way through their base. Then you come across a nice road here, not a big deal. But then you have to come through another Naga base.
Keep this passage safe for our scouts. Close up those vents.
Then you land here.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Although tightly sealed, the radiating energy and weight suggests that the crate contains Azerite weapons. While inspecting the crate, a commotion can be heard within the cave. A familiar voice shouting orders.
I must say, you Naga excel at taking orders.
Ashvane.
These weapons are among the most powerful I've ever created.
Okay, so they don't have a bow, so I'll just take the spear again. Huh. I love how I'm carrying a spear, but I'm shooting arrows. So Ashvane's up in the distance there, surrounded by a bunch of Naga.
I'm afraid. You face far greater forces than you know. still offer you mercy. Leave now, and I will call off the assault.
I wish I could remove her shield. I don't have any abilities to do it. This is Ashari Storm Surger. She's obviously one of Ashara's generals.
Azshara! Azshara! You cannot leave me here to die! We had a deal!
Contain yourself, human. Show faith in your queen. I would not let them take you. Not before you have fulfilled your destiny.
And just like that, she's gone. Now we head back to camp. Really? I aggroed something? Why is there something just flying in the air? Not sure how I aggroed that. Well, I flew into it, obviously, but why is it sitting just outside the base? It's so weird. Alright.
The rebuilding continues.
Let's see what Lorthamar says. It seems Azshara's influence reaches even further than we thought. Ashvane may have escaped, but at least we have secured the weapons. Ashvane won't trouble us for now, but our situation remains perilous. We must consider our next move. In the meantime, we should continue to build upon our relationship with our new allies, the Unshackled. Test them in combat, train them while you can. We will need their aid in the battles to come. We will show them that through unity there are no obstacles that can stand in our way.
What I do for Quel'Thalas.
Okay, so we're just coming past 30 minutes now, and it was required that I needed a cumulative experience for the Unshackled Allies of 3,000. I'm not quite there yet. There is another quest here, but it looks like we have to... Well, I could do the Spirit Walker Uso.
We are a nation on the rise.
So he says right here, he says, Spirit Walker Uso has revealed a disturbing vision to me regarding Bane Bloodhoof. So he has asked that you speak with him as soon as you can. Return to me after, and we will have much to discuss. So this quest specifically, I'll abandon it for now. This is a quest to rescue Bane Bloodhoof. But we're going to call it there since we're just over 30 minutes, and we'll continue in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you very much for hanging in there to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell button so you know when I post the next video. And don't forget to comment and let me know what you thought of the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.